Didn't have much time to paint this week, so I decided to do some quick rescues on a couple of models whose paint jobs didn't turn out as I'd wished to. To start off, I'll be reapplying the base coats. I'll begin from the innermost details, moving outwards. Following this order, I'll save myself a little bit of time. If I make any mistakes as I do here, they'll be corrected as I move on. Having previously worked in thin coats, there is no need to strip my models. The second base coat won't be enough to clog any details. The plan is to paint the models to a minimum standard to which I can put them up for sale for RPG players. I oftentimes find myself 3D printing models with a plan in mind. Sometimes those plans don't end up as I imagined, or I don't find the time to work on them, and having lots of unpainted models is something I do not enjoy. At this point I have some solid homogeneous base coats over my models, making sure I choose not too many colors and that said colors are not too dark, since for the next step I'll finish them up and provide some definition through an oil wash. This will consist of two steps. I'll first be mixing some black and brown oils alongside a bit of white spirits to dilute them a little, and with it I'll be coating the whole model. They will then be left to the side for an hour or so to let the white spirits evaporate and for the oil to get a bit of a grip on the model. Once the time passes, I'll soak my brush in white spirits and through the use of a tapping motion begin to reactivate the oils and have them run into the recesses. This way, leaving the raised surfaces clean but with a slight tint of color behind. Working with oils allows me to modulate how much paint I want to remove, to the point where if I wanted to I could remove all of it. On most models this will be more than enough to create some unique shadows which look quite different to the ones we get with acrylic washes. Yet we still encounter the same splotchy result when working on larger surfaces like cloaks. However, oils provide us with a solution, but before that we have to enhance those lights just a bit more. Having left the model to the side a couple more minutes for the white spirits to dissolve once again, I'll make use of a makeup sponge to remove any paint still over the raised details. For the shadow areas, a dry brush can be used to gently blend the paint for some easy transitions, and after that a second pass with the makeup sponge for a final cleanup. While these might not look the best, they are certainly finished, and I can continue on with my projects with 4 less models in my pile of shame. Huge thanks to my patrons Alexis C and my new patron Kea. I'll be back next week with a longer video. Hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial and that it helps you get more models painted.